There's so many special stories with Mr. Karpal, I think if you look at his life and how it is, he was also detained under the ISA. At that time, I was very young, and because of circumstances, he was in Kamunting, and of course, I was here as a son who's supposed to help the family, take care of the family, things like that. I was 14 years old, and I used to go to Kamunting to see him, and he used to give me a lot of strength. As a father who was behind bars, speaking to me in those circumstances, you got to give it to him, as to how it is he was able to still assure you fully, that everything will be okay. He gave people confidence. He gave people strength. He gave me strength. And this was not just in one occasion. It was something that went on throughout his life, and I think that's why people love him. People will always remember Mr. Karpal as being a strong man and a person who they will think of in times of weakness, in times of desperation, in times of when they need hope. People will look and they will remember this great man. So I think we all learn from Mr. Karpal that in life you must stick to your principles. We all have beliefs. Many of us throughout life question these beliefs. Many of us waver away from our beliefs, our principles. When it came to Mr. Karpal, there was no two ways about it. What had to be said was said. What had to be done was done. He stuck to his principles, he stuck to his beliefs. He was a man of truth. He said things the way they were. Some people didn't like it because sometimes when you say things in a direct way, the people on the receiving end feel it, and they, of course, wouldn't be too happy. But I think at the end of the day, you can see the reception, throughout the two days of the funeral, and you can see how it is. People from all walks of life, semua kaum, kalangan, bangsa, they all here. People have come. I've seen people come, break down, they cry, it's a great sense of loss. Malaysia has lost one of its most illustrious sons, a great man, and I think it will be difficult, if not impossible, to replace Karpal Singh. Well, my father was a great man, as all of you know. A formidable lawyer, great fighting spirit, as a politician, very principled, a man who never wavered from his principles, stuck to his beliefs from the very beginning right until the very end, fought for justice, fought for the rights of the people. I think he has always fought for people, and towards the end of his life, he was fighting for justice for himself. And I think the whole country was following the trial which came to his conviction recently, in which he was fined. Right until the very end, he was talking to me about Dato' Sri Anwar Ibrahim's case. In fact, when I met him in hospital on Tuesday night before he left for Penang, he was talking to me about Dato' Sri Anwar's case. He was also talking to me about his case, and he told me that work needs to be done. And then he said to me that he will see me in Penang, and he left. So I think there is unfinished work. We must carry on what he started. We must make sure that his fight goes on.